Yo bros, welcome back to your bros channel. As you know, we'll most likely be getting the UTOTS and honorable mentions during the final weeks of the TOTS event. The maximum OVR is very likely to be 120, which means the best performers of the season will be getting that rating. These include players like Haaland, Dembélé, Mbappé, Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Bruno Fernandes, and many others. So in this video, we're going to go through all the players who could potentially get UTOTS and honorable mentions cards. We'll also talk about how you can prepare for UTOTS so you can at least get some of these cards. Apart from that, we'll also discuss whether there will be a UTOTS B team, which could feature players like 120 rated Ronaldo or 120 rated Messi. So yes, this is going to be an important video. Make sure to watch till the end for all the details. The Premier League was the main focus of the TOTS event this week, but starting tomorrow, the spotlight shifts to other leagues like the Bundesliga, the Saudi League, and the rest of Europe. That means we'll be getting some of the highest-rated TOTS cards from these leagues tomorrow. And just a few weeks after that, we should see the UTOTS voting go live. As you know, voting usually happens a few weeks before the official UTOTS release. Right now, UTOTS voting hasn't started yet. The La Liga voting is currently live, so if you want to take part, you can head over to the voting site and cast your vote. Now, talking about players who've had an absolute banger season and have a very high chance of getting a UTOTS card, here are my predictions. 120 rated Harry Kane, 120 rated Nuno Mendes, 119 rated Mike Maignan, 119 rated Virgil van Dijk, 119 rated Alejandro Grimaldo, 119 rated David Raya, 119 rated Gabriel, 120 rated Bruno Fernandes, 120 rated William Saliba, 120 rated Vitinha, 120 rated Declan Rice, 119 rated Joshua Kimmich, 120 rated Pedri, 120 rated Lamine Yamal, 120 rated Kylian Mbappé, 120 rated Ousmane Dembélé, 119 rated Lautaro Martinez, and 120 rated Erling Haaland. Now obviously, not all of them will make it into UTOTS, but a good number of these players are very likely to get those cards. Moving on to some shout-out names for honorable mentions, the likely candidates include 119 rated Rafinha, 119 rated Vinicius Jr., 119 rated Kavica Kvaratskhelia, 119 rated Rayan Cherki, 118 rated Florian Wirtz, 118 rated Jeremy Frimpong, and 118 rated Bernardo Silva. Now, talking about whether we could get a UTOTS B team, if that happens, then it's highly likely we'll see max-rated cards for players like Ronaldo and Messi, possibly even 120-rated versions. For the base TOTS cards, there's pretty much no doubt that both Ronaldo and Messi will be getting theirs. In fact, it's already confirmed that Ronaldo will be getting a 119-rated card tomorrow. And in the same way, when the MLS week arrives, Messi is also expected to get his TOTS card. He's already been nominated, and usually once a player is nominated, it almost guarantees a card. Now when it comes to UTOTS, it's still very likely for both of them as well. Originally, the TOTS event didn't include leagues outside Europe, but now that leagues like the Saudi League and MLS are being fully included, featuring players like Ronaldo and Messi, it clearly shows a shift from EA Sports. Because of that, it's highly likely that EA is planning to include them in UTOTS too, most probably through a UTOTS B team for players outside Europe. In fact, if you remember from last year's TOTS event, we did get a UTOTS B team as well. Both the UTOTS A team from the top 5 European leagues and the B team from leagues outside Europe like the Saudi League, MLS, and others were included in the same shard section in the gallery chapter. Now, we might not get the exact same format this time since the current shard system is different, but it's still highly likely that UTOTS-B will be added. And if it does, both UTOTS-A and UTOTS-B players could be added into the star signing section. But the cost of the UTOTS and honorable mentions cards in the star signings could be extremely high, maybe 40,000 plus shards, somewhere around the range of 120 rated cards. The 120 rated tots base cards already cost around 40,000, so I don't think the 120 rated UTOTS cards will come at the same price. They'll probably be even more expensive, maybe around 50,000 star shards, which seems like a realistic estimate for now. Now, talking about the preparation part, since Premier League is the main focus of tots this week, a lot of us have already grabbed many Premier League players from the drafts, and I'm guessing many of you have already turned those into star shards to claim players from star signings. For the lower-rated cards like 111 to 114, that's honestly fine. You can convert them without worrying too much. But the higher-rated ones, especially 116 plus Premier League cards, I wouldn't convert those right now. The reason is pretty simple. We might need them later for UTOTS. If you remember UTOTY last time, you couldn't just claim UTOTY players directly. You needed the base TOTY version of that same player to do the exchange. Without the base card, you were locked out completely. So there's a good chance UTOTS might work the same way, with exchanges requiring the base TOTS cards. And if that happens, those high-rated Premier League cards you're converting right now could actually become really important. And without them, you would simply be regretting when the exchanges drop. Also, from tomorrow onwards, Premier League cards are going to get harder to pack since the focus will shift to other leagues like Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, Saudi Pro League, and others. So supply will drop a lot. That's why the simple advice is, don't rush to convert your 116 plus cards into star shards right now. If you have extras, sure, you can convert them, but always keep at least one copy. There's no harm in holding them for now, because you can always convert later if nothing happens. But if you convert now and they end up being needed, you can't get them back. So yeah, safest move is just to hold your higher-rated Premier League cards for now. And this doesn't apply only to the Premier League. It applies to all the other leagues as well. Bundesliga, which is dropping tomorrow, La Liga, Serie A, League One, MLS in America, and every other league involved in TOTS. Because it's not like we're going to get UTOTS only from the Premier League. We'll likely be getting UTOTS from almost all the leagues. And when that happens, you're probably going to need the base TOTS cards from those respective leagues for the exchanges as well. So yes, the same advice applies across all leagues. It's better to store or hold on to your tots cards, rated 116 and above from every league. And along with the tots cards, there are chances we might also need enough star shards. A lot of people may have already used their star shards to claim players from star signings, which is fine. But as part of preparation, it would still be smarter to keep stacking some star shards just in case they're needed later. That way, you won't end up in a situation where you want to claim something but don't have enough and start regretting it. So yes, if possible, also try to save some gems and draft vouchers. We still have around 4 to 5 weeks before we get the UTOTS and honorable mentions, and in that time, I'm pretty sure you can easily gather over 150,000 gems, along with a decent number of draft vouchers as well. So these are just a few things worth keeping in mind if you want a smoother experience in UTOTS overall.